What's up guys, I'm TheStradman. So yesterday's video was not very well received. Apparently, I'm only allowed to post one video of doing donuts. And by doing donuts, that makes me act like an immature adolescent. I don't know about you guys, but donuts are so much fun, especially in a 520 horsepower Lamborghini, but that's beside the point. Now, because there's so many haters watching my videos, apparently, I kind of want to make a video that's right up their alley. So today, I want to talk about the things I hate about my Lamborghini Gallardo. Now, this video is complete clickbait, because the things I'm going to talk about, yes, I dislike them, I really don't hate them, it really does not affect the enjoyment and satisfaction of owning this car, but I do want to give, the whole side of what it's like to own a car like this. So anyways, without further ado, these are the things I hate about my Lamborghini. Alright, so my first hate, I guess that's what we're going with, is of course, the Gallardo has the wrong doors. Now, when I was dreaming of owning a Lamborghini as a little kid, it had the proper Lamborghini scissor doors that are of course fitted on the mighty Countach, the Diablo, the Murcielago, and the Aventador. These are of course the V12 flagship Lamborghinis that I guess Lamborghini has reserved to be fitted with those doors. The Gallardo and of course the Huracan have your normal doors. Now, one of the most popular social spots for Lamborghini owners is at the gas station, and I get asked all the time, where are your doors? Yeah. I mean, the good thing is I don't have to look like a complete tool every time I get out of the car, because they are a little bit ostentatious, but at the same time, they're so freaking cool. All right, so we covered the lousy doors. So hate number 2, that of course is the turning radius on the Gallardo. By far and away, the single worst turning radius I've ever experienced. Now, bear in mind, the Gallardo is not a long car. It's not a big car either, yet trying to turn this car around is very difficult. To give you an example of what I'm talking about, I'm just going to try to turn a quick. Now, note that the quick is very sarcastic, okay? A very quick U-turn right here. Alright, so another thing that I hate about the Gallardo that kind of goes along with the poor turning radius is that you can't actually see out of this car. So as I'm trying to flip this U-turn, the visibility is very poor. It has a ton of blind spots. Luckily, this car does have the rear backup camera, but the camera's from 2006, which means that the screen resolution is very poor. Like right now, the sun is directly behind me, and the camera is pretty much useless right now. It's very hard also to negotiate the front of the car as to where it's sitting, because all you have is this really long sloping front windshield. You can't actually see the front hood of the car, which makes it very, very hard to negotiate. Now, of course, the Lamborghini Gallardo is very, very fast in a straight line. 0 to 60 miles an hour, very quick. What really separates the Gallardo from other performance cars is the power it has above 60 miles an hour. It just has gobs and gobs of power. However, the Lamborghini Gallardo will never, and I mean never, be described as a track day weapon. And that's because it handles like a pig. It has awful understeer. You cannot point the nose where you want it to be. It has tons and tons of body roll. It's just not a good handling car. And yet, as I say this, I'm having an absolute blast right now. Now, the cool thing about this car is, yes, you cannot go around a corner extremely fast, but because of the excess power, you can fly, and I mean absolutely fly out of the corners. It has the all-wheel drive system, so it puts down the power instantaneously. So another thing I hate about this car is the negative attention that it gets. Now, obviously, it's a bright orange Lamborghini, it's flashy, it's in your face. Of course, there are gonna be people that hate me as well as my car. Now, I've been a bit surprised actually, because all in all, I'd say 95% of the attention is very positive. Most people see the car, they're smiling, they're taking pictures. You know, I've let tons of people sit in the car. I've even had people tell me this is the first time they've ever seen a Lamborghini. So super, super fun aspect of ownership. Now the other 5%, the negative 5%, this includes derogatory terms yelled at me, obscene gestures of the sort, you know, people cutting me off in traffic. Also, there's a group of people that do very dumb things when they see the car. So I'm driving around, heavy traffic area, heavy commercial area, middle school skateboarder decides to catch a ride behind the car, holding onto the rear spoiler. Now, as soon as I noticed him, I hit the brakes. He proceeds to fall off his skateboard, and his skateboard actually gets wedged underneath the car. Pretty much the worst experience I've had owning this car. Not a pleasant experience. I still cannot stand that kid. Absolutely, I don't hate him, but I do. I just, yeah, it's so annoying that people think that, I just hate it. I absolutely hate it. You know, that's by far and away the worst experience I've had owning the car. So another thing I hate about this car is the lack of storage space. Now, of course, it's a Lamborghini, it's a supercar, not gonna have as much storage space as a minivan. But if you compare it to its direct competitors, the Ferrari F430, the Audi R8, the Gallardo pales in comparison. Now, I've taken this car on a lot of road trips so far. It's been pretty difficult. Taking a look at the trunk of the car, the front is pretty much useless. That's the car cover sitting right there. I take it with me everywhere I go. Just never know when I'm gonna need it. Now, behind the front seats, there is a bit of storage space, very, very useful. But as you can see, that's my camera gear back there. I apologize for the lack of tidiness. Not really, I've been filming all day, but yeah, it's not the most practical supercar, that's for sure. Not that practical and supercar go along with one another. You know, I have some dreams of doing some pretty extensive road trips in this car. I'd absolutely love to drive it cross country. So the last thing I hate about my Lamborghini is the poor fuel economy. On a really, really good day, and I mean a great day, you might get 11 miles per gallon in the city and 17 on the freeway. That's assuming you're not hooning around. So those are the things that I hate about the Lamborghini Gallardo that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I seriously love this car. If you're seriously considering buying a Lamborghini Gallardo, do it. Seriously, I've owned this car for 5 months. I've put nearly 6,000 miles on it. I've had no issues at all. I mean, it's just a fantastic everyday supercar. I mean, just look at it with those silver wheels. Love those things. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you'll subscribe, and I'll talk with you soon.